The person in charge. Where's that? Lewis.
We've got the second mic for this.
Yeah, that one, and then it should just be still plugged in.
Wait,
It might be turned down.
Which one is it?
Second.
Is this one? That one. So it's
Just speak into it.
Hello?
Yeah, so that's red line, so just keep talking to introduce it, and then you can adjust the volume.
Okay, sure.
Well, we go on their headphones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just start talking. Yeah. You start about to introduce you.
Hello, I'm Greta Clark, and
I'm Rebecca Dean.
and we're from New Zealand. We're going to be commentating this game today. We have a huge thank you to our sponsors, Downer, TKR Consultants and Wooden Gates Waiuku for supporting us here, and also the Bank of Mum and Dad. So for this game, it's the under-19 women New Zealand team versus under-19 South Africa women's team.
The game is about to start in a minute.
So for the South African team, and I'm really sorry if I butcher any of your names, we went out for dinner with you guys and we really love you, so it's from no point of disrespect. We've got Amy Coslin is number 1, number 3 is Luria van der Walt, number 4 is Angelia Moss, number 6 is Shante Bressler, number 7 is Abigail Dolries, number 9 is Zoe Nald, number 10 is Gemma Muller, number 13 is Jana Zitlow, number 14 is Bronwyn Gebhardt.
And from the under-19 women from New Zealand, we have number 2, Maya Cameron, number 3, Caitlin Smith, number 4, Naomi Anderson, number 5, Rebecca Dean, number 6, Emma North, number 7, Aria Hongchachai, number 8, Terry Warner, number 9, Rowan Buick, 10, Isabella Burden, 11, Montana Wilson, 12, Samantha Keane, and 13, Greta Clark.
And they're off, the strike has begun. And New Zealand's got their first, taking it to the left. Passing it in, South Africa's got some really good back tackling going on.
Making a drive to the other wall. New Zealand pushing up on them
cut in.
towards the goal.
Once again, a really nice back tackle clearing it with South Africa. And there's goalie coming in.
Montana Wilson.
Oh, and back tackle from New Zealand this time. Emma North has the puck. Going over to Terry. South Africa stops it again from coming in, cutting them out on the corner of the bin.
New Zealand making another drive up the wall.
Not quite flat enough to get the power in though to push it in.
Defended by South Africa.
And South Africa makes a drive out of defence, cuts inside, intercepted by New Zealand, drives to the goal, in the goal.
First goal for New Zealand.
Yep. That was scored by Montana Wilson, coming in from our goalie. Beautiful work, but really nice defence from South Africa. Oh, early strike. They're not at the wall yet. To the right this time to Caitlin Smith. And back inside.
Another drive.
Nice double team from South Africa there. Possession back with New Zealand, going for a drive for the bin.
And a ref call. Pushing New Zealand back.
That was a stick infringement from New Zealand when that tackle occurred. And they're going down, ready for the buzzer. Holding up tight on the wall.
New Zealand has possession again.
Intercepted by South Africa very nicely. Oh, nice clearance
Nice
from
defense.
Naomi Anderson. Turns inside to Monty. Emma North taking it up the pool, passing on to a forward. Oh no, that's Rowan. And nice pass back.
Nice 45 drive from Montana Wilson.
And oh no, nice defense from
No.
South Africa. Oh, beautiful
and that
L
looks like
from
a goal.
who was that? Naomi Anderson, beautiful L from Naomi Anderson.
Number 4. That's the second goal for New Zealand.
Oh, even time to the strike. No, South Africa got it first. Caitlin straight to the goal. Intercepted by South Africa.
Still going towards the goal. And
And
another goal.
when Caitlin gets going, I guess there's just
No stopping
no
her.
stopping it.
Goal from number 3, Caitlin Smith.
We've had about 5 minutes of this half. New Zealand's currently 3 goals up.
And there's been a black timeout.
Yep, they'll just be resettling down. Ooh, sounds good. Both teams look like they're taking a nice breather, just having a quick rest. Alright, 3 seconds left. The strike's about to recommence, I guess.
New Zealand
And
first to the strike.
fast strike from Terry Warner there. Pass to the right to Maya. And nice defence from South Africa, taking possession. Currently no sin bins. Looks like a reasonably clean game. The refs are doing a good job of calling up any fouls.
South Africa making a drive up that wall.
New Zealand struggling to...
Oh,
no,
and a
we've got
breakthrough.
breakaway. Nice turn away from South Africa, but New Zealand's got that secondary support waiting. And drive with Naomi Anderson.
And a ref call against New Zealand.
Can't quite see what that was for. I think possibly illegal stopping of the puck, potentially.
Yeah, potentially.
Ooh,
Oh, intercepted by New Zealand from Caitlin Smith.
and she's off again.
Into the goal. That looks like it's another goal for New Zealand.
Yeah, another goal by Caitlin Smith. in competition with Maya Cameron for scoring.
For our top goal scorer.
Yeah. She's on top form this game.
She is.
I hope you guys are noticing the really nice camera work here. We've got Ed Muir doing some awesome camera work going on.
Good drive from South Africa up the wall.
Yeah. Oh, they've locked it in, waiting for support.
Holding position.
Montana Wilson waiting there. Goes up. South Africa sees the space and drives down the wall.
New Zealand taking it off and swimming off.
Intercepted South Africa, but managed to get the puck away. Oh, call from the ref.
Against New Zealand again. For stick infringing?
Yeah, stick infringement. Alright. We're about 10 metres from New Zealand's goal bin now. So they're getting more on defence. Nice drive from South Africa. And number 3 takes the puck, taking it wide. Picked up by South Africa's number 4 from the looks of it. New Zealand's got those numbers down, just blasting through. Naomi Anderson.
Making another drive.
Yeah, maintaining
Up the
possession.
full.
Passing to Montana Wilson. He's taking it wider. Then inside pass to our two
Terry
forwards,
Warner.
Terry and Caitlin. Nice support from the girls.
Big swim
And
from
run
Terry
away
Warner.
from Terry. What a beautiful swim. That slight slip as South Africa was preparing to take it wide into our goal bin. Left it open for Terry to break through. Oh, whoops.
Oh,
It's Rowan.
from Buick.
Sorry, Rowan. Hope you can forgive us. Nice strike from Aria getting there first. Driving it up the wall this time. Nice. Off
Nice
lane.
wide.
And, oh, no. There we go. Nice defence from South
defence.
Africa. They've got those numbers down. And
Looks like it's a goal.
goal or ref call? Goal.
Goal. From number 2, Maya Cameron.
Oh, Caitlin, guess you're going to have to catch up. Oh, beautiful strike from South Africa there at the same time, intercepting the pass wide. Oh, Caitlin
Caitlin
breaks
Smith
through.
again.
But this time South Africa's got 2 players down, stopping it. And
Stopped by South Africa.
oh,
And is that another goal?
no,
Nope, that was a ref call before that.
advantage puck for South Africa. Both teams are starting to look a little bit tired now as 10 minutes has gone by of the first half. Nice and early. Head down. Oh,
Driving up that back wall with Naomi Anderson.
yeah, maintaining possession of the puck. South Africa's got numbers down. And, oh, taking it wide. Beautiful defence from South Africa there. Oh, just managing to get it in. Is it a goal? It's a goal.
It's another goal for number 10, Isabella Burden.
Off to a strike. Just getting there first, but South Africa intercepts.
Swimming wide from New Zealand.
Lots of nice numbers down from both teams, and taking it out. New Zealand going in for a second shot at goal, managing to get it in. That looked like Maya potentially.
It's another goal.
No, Emma North. Nice, Emma. Beautiful second phase of play coming in. Nice strike from Terry Water.
Emma looking for some help from her forwards.
Bit of a showdown.
Naomi Anderson taking possession.
Passing it on to Montana Wilson. He's going for a swim.
Directly at the goal bin. Flick.
They've got the numbers down.
Defended
South Africa
by the South
takes
Africans.
it wide. Second phase coming in for a drive to the bin.
Looks like another goal.
Oh, is that a no goal from the ref? It's a no goal.
No goal.
Potentially either a stick and fringe or a glove. We've got 1 minute left on the clock of this half. South Africa takes it to the wall. And looks like they'll be holding it there for a while. South Africa's got more numbers down than New Zealand currently. Oh, taking it into the middle where the rest of the team lies.
Back to the wall. New Zealand taking it out wide. Oh, ref call.
And
Another pushback for New Zealand.
and half time.
A good half from New Zealand with 8-0.
Still some really nice defence from South Africa though, and some really great linking up going on. Our girls from South Africa were selected in February, I think, this year. They've trained together a few times, so quite similar. They don't really have many 3-metre pools either.
There's about 5 or 6 of them, all from the same club.
Yeah. From the few that replied, most of them have been playing for about 2 years now. And Angelia is from, this one's going to sound really bad, Potchefstroom, which is in the northwest province, so that's really cool. And Jana is from Port Elizabeth in the Eastern Cape province, which I think is where most of the teams from, potentially.
Not sure on that
Not
one.
sure. Might have to fact check later.
Yeah, we'll go get some more info from the girls.
Yeah. No, but it was a really nice half. Our girls are from all around the country too. We've got Tauranga, Auckland,
Wellington and Nelson.
Yep. So quite similar, the two teams, and
Quite spread out over the country.
yeah. The refs are having a talk over there, discussing what they've seen in the half.
Teams having a quick breather and a chat from their coach.
Yeah. Oh, that's close.
On the other court, it is Great Britain versus Colombia for the under-19 women, and it is 4-3 to Colombia at half-time.
If Great Britain's playing like they were yesterday against us, they would have come out firing,
They are.
which it looks like, and Colombia is also a very strong team at the moment. Back to our game, we've got 30 seconds left on the clock. The refs are in position. Subs will be going to the subs bench soon.
Hello.
Hello, would you like to say anything?
I've had some requests from our South African supporters for a South African commentator.
Okay.
Could I move in next to one of you?
No worries. We aren't quite fully sure on the facts, so you might be able to help us.
You can have this one.
Okay.
And we'll just squish up. Squish up. Alright. Should we grab another chair?
Hello, Ed. So the folks back home in South Africa asked for a bit of a South African voice here because it seems like New Zealand's dominating the play. Hopefully my voice can bring some comfort to the folks back home, but also to the players in the water. As the ref stops the game there early in the second half. Who am I commentating with?
I'm Greta, and this is
Rebecca.
Greta and Rebecca. I'm Roger.
Nice to meet you, Roger.
Good to meet you.
We've got a team of 4 now over here. We've got Ed, Roger, Greta and Rebecca.
Yep, camera controller Ed, thank you. There he's got it. As New Zealand drive it up towards South African goals, South African defender just taking it to the wall there, looking for a bit of safety.
Once again, South Africa's got lots of numbers on the bottom.
Another drive towards the goal bin, pushing up. Lots of numbers down, and a ref call has been made.
So that's going to add to South Africa's pressure. Calls against SA on their tin. New Zealand look to put in numbers to try and score the goal, and equally South Africa will try and close them out on the tin. South Africa getting down a little bit late there. Bit of a scrum going on. Finally the refs do call it, and they have called a goal. That's the 9th goal for New Zealand. Is that the first goal of the second half? Yep, the first goal of the second half. Emma North, player number 6, folks back in New Zealand.
Fast strike from South Africa this time, really nice. Beating New Zealand quite easily.
South Africa with possession, looking for some help. Nice turn, laying it off.
Beautiful pass from number 14.
New Zealand going out wide.
Crossing the width of the pool, pulling the South African defence from side to side, looking to open them up. South Africa have possession now, driving up that right wall as they play right to left. Some resistance in the middle. Good flick past that defender into the goal. Interesting to see if the refs deem that to be... No, they said that that's perfectly fine. Yep, so... Good flick past the defender. Had it turned, always going to result in a goal like that.
Another goal for Emma North, who was actually born in South Africa.
Oh, right.
But moved to Auckland when she was young.
She's our cheeky South African import, our secret weapon.
She's a weapon, all right. 2 goals in a row. I don't know what happened in the first half. Both goals in the second half going to Emma North. As South Africa call a timeout there. Pam and Kevin getting the troops realigned, offering some words of wisdom. So New Zealand with really strong sides here at the 5th Junior World Champs in Sheffield. I do hear that the teams arrived quite early. It had some training camps ahead of the competition.
Yeah, so our boys went to Singapore because we don't have any 3 metre pools in New Zealand, so they went to Singapore to get used to 3 metres. We went to Belgium, and our under 24 women and men went to Leeds, which isn't 3 metres, but they want to get time zone acclimatised.
Yeah. So when did they actually arrive in the country?
The day before the opening ceremony, I think. Was it?
Oh, okay. I thought that what I'd heard is that the players and the coaches had been here for about a week before the tournament actually started, even the training games started.
No, not quite. I think our under 24s were definitely in England for about 4 or 5 days before the tournament, but they weren't in Sheffield specifically, I don't think.
Right, as South Africa get a little bit of advantage going here, driving it up into New Zealand's half. Refs have spotted something.
Illegal stopping and play from South Africa, I think.
Right, yeah, so New Zealand puck around about halfway on the far side. New Zealand bringing it into the middle. Getting forced onto that far side wall under the substitution boxes. But bringing it around. And pressure right back onto the South African D now. Nice flick past the defender again. Support player from South Africa forcing it outside.
Beautiful
now
defense.
It's a bit of space. Yeah, good defense, but that turn really wasn't on. She had space, she should have made more of it. Try to beat the defender around the outside and set her forward away.
Nice flick over. Driving it up the wall.
Number 13, Yana, pushing down the wall.
And she's still going through.
Yeah, nice drive there by
New
Yana.
Zealanders.
Yep, very nice drive, Yana. Well done. Bit of a loose puck
Try
there.
from Maya Cameron, passing to Montana Wilson. 3 South African defenders down.
Zoe Nordia doing some defensive work there. Her dad Benny will be watching, I'm sure. As New Zealand break through the South African defence to score the 3rd goal of the second half and taking the score up to 11-0.
Goal from Terry Warner, number 8.
Who's South Africa playing later today?
I think I got quite a big game. The under 24s you're talking about? Under 24 ladies?
You're under 19.
I'm not sure. I think the under 24 ladies have a big, fairly big game against, I think it might be New Zealand.
Oh, double New
Yeah.
Zealand game. Oh, push back against New Zealand. South Africa ready to take the advantage. And they're down nice and early. Lots of numbers down from both teams. Belle Burden driving it up, passing to Caitlin. And goal to Caitlin Smith after a nice pass and drive from Belle. New Zealand under 19 girls will be playing France later on today.
Right, yeah, and just had a look here. The under 19 girls for South Africa play Colombia after this around 1:30 Sheffield time. It's 2:30 South African time for folks listening back home.
Not a very long break for them.
No. And I think the South African team will be looking forward to that game though. The last time they played Colombia, it was 1-1 in the second half, although Colombia won the game 6-1.
Wow.
They'll take some heart from that and look to try and build on that into this last round robin game that they'll be playing this afternoon, as we see another goal there from New Zealand. Has it been awarded? Yeah, it has.
This time from Maya Cameron.
New Zealand born player.
Yes, that one is a New Zealand born player. Were you born in New Zealand? Yeah.
So Greta and Rebecca, you look like you got markings on you playing for the under 24 side.
No, this is our team
team.
we're watching.
Oh right,
which is why we know so much about them.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So 12 players in the team?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were selected in July this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a lot of our girls have been trialling since last year for Trans-Tasmans.
Right. So the team was only selected in July.
Yeah, we've played together as a full team properly once before we went to Belgium.
We have one team training camp together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does your coach have a system for, as New Zealand score another goal there? For who sits out which games?
We're currently on a roster of everyone sitting out 2 games,
Okay.
just so that we're well rested.
Right.
It's quite random though. It's
Yeah.
just whoever's
Feeling
tired or
tired.
sick or anything.
He also wants to make sure that all of our players get, because it was quite an expensive and long trip to get here, they want to make sure that everyone gets the exposure
And fair game time.
experience
Yeah,
so
sure.
that we can develop everyone.
So the goal scored there by number 4 New Zealand, Naomi Anderson. As New Zealand back into South Africa's half immediately off the strike. Nice little jinx up to the left hand side there, bringing in the left wing for New Zealand. Frantic defence, South Africa putting numbers into the left hand edge of that tin as New Zealand look at it.
So
But eventually, yeah, it's been signalled a goal.
unfortunately a bit of a harder side of the bin to defend when you're defending it, because you have to flip your stick, otherwise it'll be a glove puck.
Yeah, yeah.
And goal from number 12, Samantha Keane.
So head coach there, Pam from South Africa, leaning over the troops, giving them some support words of encouragement, no doubt. There's New Zealand win that swim off. Opt to take it to the right and then back again into the middle. South African defender manages to get a stick on it, but not for long.
But a beautiful intercept there, stopping it from going all the way through to the middle. Nice turn from South Africa.
Just unable to link up through the middle there with her forward player.
Drive to the bin with possibly the whole team down what looked like it. A lot of numbers on the bottom.
It's been a relatively clean game from both sides. Not too many ref calls.
Yeah, not too many ref calls. Certainly New Zealand looking dominant with possession and territory.
Goal from Caitlin Smith this time.
Around about this stage of the game, only 2 minutes to go. It's a dead certainty who's going to be the eventual winner of the game. Quite difficult to keep the motivation levels up for both sides.
Strong strike from both sides.
South Africa locking it on the wall, number 3, Luria.
That's Luria, the captain of the under 19 girls.
Sat next to her at dinner the other night.
Oh right, yeah.
Found out that I'd accidentally headshot her during the game, but you know, definitely a bonding moment for us.
Hopefully it was accidental.
I can promise you it was.
Yeah, quite often spectators that aren't familiar with the game will look at that and say that was on purpose, but yeah, very often it's just a case of a misdirected flick, and certainly the intention is not to hurt anyone in the water, but to get the puck past the player so that you can create an overlap and score the goal. As New Zealand drive up the middle of the pool here, and well finished. Really well finished there. She had a lot of work to do all the way from the middle, pretty much halfway, midway. Turned it on the left-hand edge of the goal and slam dunk.
From Samantha Keane, one of our wings.
Number 12 in the last 30 seconds of the game.
And that's a time.
17-0 to New Zealand.
So congratulations, New Zealand, and good luck to my two fellow commentators here for the rest of your games.
Thank you.
And
Maybe
good luck against Colombia later today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll
Who's your second game of the day?
France today. Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, you never know. Stranger things have happened in finals, today being the last day of round robins, tomorrow the knockouts start, and maybe our girls will be playing you in the water again sometime during this tournament.
Yes, hopefully.
Can only keep fingers crossed, yeah. So
We really love the way South Africa plays hockey.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed playing against South Africa, one of our favourite teams.
with scores like 17-0, I'm not surprised.
No, it's more the way you guys play. It's really clean and nice.
Yeah, very
Okay.
clean.
Very linking and very beautiful play.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Greta. Thanks, Rebecca. Good to meet you both.
Nice to meet you too, Roger.
Cheers. Thanks.
And thank you to Ed Muir, our wonderful cameraman over here.
Awesome, Ed. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, sorry, we didn't know more. Good luck. Messaged the girls and I was like, how to pronounce your names, where you're from, how old you are, and how long you've been playing. Only a couple of lives.
Good luck for your last game.
Thank you. Cheers.